Hi guys, it's Holly and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. So for today's video, I actually wanted to do a gift guide in-game. I feel like this is the perfect time of year to do it, but really I feel like all of these tips could be used all year round. Birthdays, Easter, anything like that, anything that you celebrate that might involve giving gifts. This year, I think a lot of people have faced a lot of financial hardship and not everyone might be able to give their friends a gift or, you know, anything like that. I feel like we've all made a lot of friends on Animal Crossing. I think that's fair to say. So what this is going to be an Animal Crossing gift guide. Apart from one thing, costs absolutely nothing. So if you want some ideas as to how you can gift your friends this Christmas on Animal Crossing, then just keep watching. First thing on the list, and this is probably going to be the only thing that's going to cost you actual money, is gift your friend a treasure island visit. Now, there's multiple ways to get onto a treasure island. I think the most standard way is to pay for a trip, and I've seen them vary from $1 to $3 per trip. So you could either, I mean, I've done it before where I have paid for someone to go to a treasure island. As long as you let the host know that's what you're doing, then they'll obviously know who they're expecting. But there are actually a lot of free treasure islands, but these are usually accessed through giveaways and things like that. What I mean is, it might not be as easy to get your friend or whoever it is a treasure island visit. Number 2 is quite similar to the one that I just touched on, and that is to wrap up a bunch of random items, stacks of things, basically have a free-for-all. So what you can do is you could wrap up a bunch of items, materials, furniture, you know, anything that you think someone would enjoy to receive as a gift. You could literally just be like, hey, I've dropped a bunch of presents. Do you want to come and grab 5 or 10 or 15? You could even make like a little event out of it where you have multiple people around and it's kind of like a free-for-all. I don't know. I think that could be kind of fun. Number 3 is hunt down a DIY that they've been searching for. Now, I think we all have the one elusive DIY that we search far and wide for, but it's one of those DIYs that people wouldn't really hold on to because it's quite basic and lots of people have got all of the DIYs now. Or it might be a seasonal one that's hard to get or kind of sought after, because we all know that the kind of DIY spawn rates are not always that good. I know multiple people that have spent a long time trying to find certain mushroom DIYs or cherry blossom DIYs, but if there is one in particular that your friend is like, I need that in my life, no matter how simple it is, I'm pretty sure they would appreciate you picking it up for them. Even if you check things like Nookazon, your Facebook groups, Discord servers, just anything like that really. Number 4 is, if it is in your means, and this is a really important part to this one, is make your friend a whole furniture set. And again, this is one of those things where you kind of need to have everything. But for example, if your friend loves the cherry blossom set, maybe try and source some petals or go back and farm them, or if you just have some lying around that you don't think you're going to use, then feel free to just make them a furniture set, because I feel like people will always find a use for them. Or even like the mermaid set, anything like that that can be crafted. You know, if you have the DIYs for a set, then make as many as you can, because for example, I love all the cherry blossom furniture, and even though I can make the stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean that I would go out of my way to do it, you know? The kind of present that you would really appreciate but you would never do for yourself. Number 5 is actually something that I have made, and I thought it would be a really funny way to like treat your friends to some free labor. I made some Animal Crossing vouchers that you could give to your friends, and you'll see them on screen now, but I made a bunch of random ones. So for example, we've got the fossil digging voucher. So for example, if you were to give that voucher to your friend, they would be able to boss you around and get you to dig up all of their fossils when whenever they want. I thought it would be a really funny way to make something and make it kind of, I don't know, imagine you're like right in the middle of something and your friend's like, hey, I want to use the voucher now, so can you come and pick up all my weeds? But there, I've also included a blank one, and there is a Bells one and a Nook Mile ticket one where you can kind of fill in the blanks, and they are also printable if you wanted to print them. Number 6 is, I feel like, a modern day version of putting together a CD or a mixtape for someone, but put together a list of dream addresses you think they would really enjoy. If you know someone's really into cottagecore, if you know someone's really into fairycore, or they like built up islands or kind of obscure ones, scour Twitter. If you type in DA Animal Crossing, you will come across a bunch of islands that you probably never would have seen before if you're not mutual with that person. Put together like a list of 5 dream addresses and just be like, hey, I found these, I've scoped them out a little bit. A lot of people do include pictures, so you might not need to do that, but you might end up giving them a list of things they can take inspiration from. And I think the good thing about tours and dream addresses is that you can really get a lot of inspiration and learn how to use items in different ways. It doesn't need to be many, 5, 5 cottagecore islands, and then send it their way and just be like, I saw these and I thought you would enjoy them. So and last but not least, which might take a little bit more work than some of the others, but breed flowers that they have been trying to get. I am not the person to give advice on this, to be honest, because I don't really breed flowers. I've never tried to breed flowers. I've never really needed to because I'm chopping and changing all the time. But for example, if you have a friend that's trying really hard to get green mums, or they're trying really hard to get gold roses, try and breed them yourself and then gift them. It doesn't have to be many, but if you can successfully grow, I don't know, a bunch of hybrids. I feel like with my swamp area that I'm going to be trying to do on my second island, I kind of need all of the green mums I can get. In fact, that's going to be the main flower of my island. So if you can imagine all of those around my island, if someone was to say to me, Holly, I've got a load of green mums, I've made them for you, Merry Christmas, I'll be very, very excited. So a lot of these are not your typical 100 Nook Mile tickets, 3 million bells. I tried to create ones that I felt like were a little bit more inventive, maybe a little bit more sentimental and a little bit more thought about. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed my Animal Crossing gift guide. I hope maybe this gave you some ideas. I know, for example, in the Discord, we are actually doing an Animal Crossing Secret Santa. It has closed now, so everyone's kind of been chosen, but if you did find anything from this video useful for birthdays, Easter, I don't know, anything, please let me know. And if you have any additional tips, then of course, comment down below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!